Hello chippity chaps, and welcome to my year in review. Unlike most of my other videos, this is unscripted and without the spinny dinos. Yes, I'm sorry. Let's get right into it. First, Perturbed Paddle. I hate this game so much. This was made for a school project and is a complete copy of one of Vimlark's games. 50 subs. Wow. It might not seem like a huge accomplishment to most people, but to me it's truly special. Seeing this first Twitter post, things have changed. Nice. I really enjoyed the process of making a Patreon. It was very fun. Skedaddle Square, made for the GeoJam. This is one of my all-time favorite games, and although it's super buggy, and the game sometimes just wants to kill you, I think I might go back and remake this into a true game. I did the art for Birdy Flurry, which was a game that me and Myline Media made. It's very, very challenging. I only beat it once, and even that I felt like was a fluke. Oh, nagflix. Nagflix was the other game that I made with Myline Media where I did the art. It was made for Ludum Dare 48, I believe. We had a cool concept, but neither of us had enough time to make it into the truth in that we wanted. When I first saw that I had 100 subs, I could not believe it. It was such a surreal experience. Twodots was such a fun experience to make. Although the game is poor quality, I think the transitions were a real turning point in my skill. Rest in peace, Pixel Dino. All I had was a very janky B movement, but the idea was there. Tapz the game was made by my tiny alien art pack, and was super buggy and a complete failure. Although it did make a good devlog. 200 subscribers. Wow, it's crazy to think about. August 7th, the release of Sain. Although I didn't make the gameplay, Sain was the game that truly showed my transition from an unexperienced little dino into an actual game developer. Hearing my 6-year-old cousin ask me to borrow my phone so he can play Sain, it's just really cool. Along with Sain, my website, aducksquack.com, launched the same day. There was initially quite a few ducks, and eventually it trickled down to just me and icoso. I will continue to grow and develop aducksquack in hopes that eventually it can get noticed. Amogus button sim. Although it being a spin-off of Among Us, which is cringe enough, it was the first game that I made completely on my own that actually worked right, had 0 bugs, and had systems in place that truly just showed my talents as a game developer. This was made for one of blankdev's end screen challenges in only a matter of 3 hours. 100 Twitter followers is a big deal, but also kind of meaningless when each of my posts get very few likes. Not to say that I'm not grateful though. I'm really happy for that. Lizard Leap was a game that I was making under the alias aducksquack. But it stopped when hallowd showed interest in it and wanted to take over. Now that he is no longer with aducksquack after the release of kamkazzzbee, I think this will be my next game, which I will expand upon. Fishing for Fortune was a game that I made for the 50 game developers remake Mario Party. When I was making the devlog for it, Team C's came out, so I saw the opportunity and rebranded it as a Team C's game. Sadly, it did not get any different success under that hashtag. So that's what I've done this year. And right now, moving into 2022, I'm developing my arcade indie game, kamkazzzbee, and been making a devlog series for it. You can check that out on my channel or aducksquack.com/kamkazzzbee. Right now I'm at 265 YouTube subscribers. That is so cool, and I really hope that I will continue to flourish to eventually where I can do this full time. And with that, right now I'm at 149 Twitter followers, one more to 150. and have made a total of 16 games and 2 asset packs. This is a crazy fact in my opinion, and stick around because I will expand this everlasting library. Nice. Right now Sain has 169 downloads. That number miraculously just keeps on coming up. I've made a total of $31 from my Patreon, all to the help of Spacespy and Buddy Games. And yeah, this brings us to the end. My journey would not have been what it is now without the help of icoso, a great friend, making a game called Minima, hallowd, an amazing ally, and Spacespy, Spiffle, B-Bomb, Steve Place, and blankdev. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully this doesn't turn out as a mess. 2022, here we come, let's go!